trying to charge my phone. They used to have a charging outlet, and I spent like $100 million to create a charging outlet there. Instead, I hired Takamoto to pick me up and create that revenue platform right there. As soon as I arrested from the cycle. So they're trying to deny access to electricity, education, and they want to vandalize all the charge outlets. So guess I charge my phone. Two charge outlets they have, because it's raining outside, and I try to charge my phone outside, and they went and they get electrocuted. The link server phone booth they have outside, they refuse to provide a shed, a cover, so if it will rain on you, they say they're afraid of homeless people sleeping in the phone booth. That's what I assume. That's why they make the phone booth outside with no ceiling, with no roof. But even in some countries that they have phone booths in the villages, in some African countries, I don't think the poor people go sleep in phone booth. But they say here if they make the phone booth, people will be sleeping in the like that's just a poor excuse because they have ATM halls in banks and they anybody can open the door with their credit card. Yeah, some homeless people do be sleeping in banks after hours. They open it with their credit card or their bank card. But I don't think that's an excuse to endanger people's lives. So I'm trying for this World Cup. I want to start up a company or advise the link server to to create special phone booths. You can access the door, open the door with a credit card or debit card, and you can sit in the phone booth or stand and watch the World Cup matches. They should have satellite TV for where you can watch stations from all over the world. I love the satellite TV stations around the world are on the internet, so they can just have a big TV monitor in the phone booth where you can watch TV stations from around the world. Because some people may come here for the World Cup. They said 1 million foreigners are going to come to New York for the World Cup. But some of the matches may be held in Los Angeles or somewhere else, and they may not be able to travel up and down. So they may just want to, maybe just sit in the phone booth somewhere. Or for somebody that's not even rich enough to travel to Canada, even with all these visa restrictions, to Canada, to Mexico, to watch the World Cup. If they could just sit in a phone booth here in New York City and watch the World Cup matches, especially with all this immigration restriction. Like for the World Cup, you would have thought maybe they would ease the visa, make everything visa free between Canada and US during the World Cup or whatever. But I guess that's just too complicated. So but so I guess if you have a phone booth, you don't need a visa. You can just enter into the phone booth and watch the World Cup matches. So this is something I want to advise the city of New York and the mayor to create special viewing centers. In Africa they have viewing centers, but in America they can just create a phone booth. And to try this model, and those phone booths can become proctors, testing centers, exam testing centers. Like if you're a college student, sometimes online, sometimes they may need you to go sit in a testing center to do your exam. So those phone booths could come with video cameras that can be used as testing centers in the future and stuff. So this is things that you should be looking into. So if you are like my dear, so please, I would appreciate I want to sponsor my dear or invest in my dear, you can donate to my cash app and what's homeless. Otherwise, I do accept non-conditional charitable financial donation to my cash app and what's homeless and or to me in person and or student loan with interest rate similar to the one US government charges student in America, college student, or the one commercial bank charges college students in America. Whatever rate is lower, I don't want to be price gouged. And as someone from the United States Federal Laws under relevance of this Constitution, then I'm not seeking surrogacy, I'm not seeking marriage, I'm not seeking membership in a cult again, whether religious, social, or sexual. And what I'm saying is true to the best of my knowledge, remembrance, and belief. And also, in case I die, I'm killed. Only secret activists like me that happen tonight be up the past Mr. My state. No family member or friend shall Mr. My state or inheritance for my state. And they should donate the rest of mine. estate after getting justice for me and my late mother. They should the rest of my estate to charity for those suffering senior for like my late mother and those being deported by Trump should be processed for assistance. Nobody should make a movie about me unless I have my life to participate and direct that movie. I told the immigration when they arrested me that I'm introverted and I don't really like to talk about my life unless I'm under duress like this, which is very true. My immigration file number is 7795462. That the arrested my mother brought me here. You know, my mother's daughter filed a green card for my mother when I was a young child, and I pretended like the green card covers me. So my mother brought me here. So I was trafficked here, and the immigration arrested me, said the green card didn't cover me. So I told her as a U.S. citizen. Yeah, she that brought me a major lecture with my mother, with her older sisters. They were trying to make one of the politics. My mother said they were praising her. So that's other daughters my mother has is Funkes in Nigeria, Flora here in the United States. You know, so no family or friends should ever take from my state or administer my state in case I die or killed. And also, people used to tell my late friend Michael Jackson, I was born a boy and I'm a girl. I no longer look like him. I don't want to share with him in any way or form. Nobody should make a movie about me unless I'm alive and well to participate in the movie, direct it, and work it. I'm very guarded about my image. I don't trust anyone to be able to represent me to the best of my, to be able to represent me to the best of my wish. And also, I don't really talk to people about my personal life. I only talk about general stuff like I told you, US immigration and the rest of me. Even though I did get my green card in 2008, the police arrested me and stole that green card. And I don't have it with me at the moment and stuff. And my mother's daughter also stole another green because the immigration when they approved my green card, they sent me two green cards mistakenly. So my mother took one. My mother was helping me keep one, and I was keeping one for myself. So the one that my mother held for me, when my mother's daughter was killed in 2015, they stole that one. And the one I had on me, the police arrested me around this neighborhood in 2019 and stole it from me. So I don't have any physical. I don't have my physical green card on me. You know. So so if you like my suggestion of creating phone proof as VOA senders for the World Cup and for future users. So even the sports teams here in America, the NPA, could sponsor these phone booths, like, and people can just pay money whenever an NPA game is going on. You can just go into the phone booth to watch it, or the cable stations in America, all these Paramount and stuff, could sponsor those phone booth, and anyone on the sidewalk can just use their debit card to open up that phone booth. It should have a stat, a roof, and just watch, see what the TV listings and go in there to watch it.